Here we go. Welcome. It's Critical Role called the Netherdeep. Also, just gonna say this, I don't give a crap. We're doing how do you want to do this? When you kill a big monster, I go how do you want to do this, and then you describe how you do this. You could be as elaborate or as simplistic as you want. You could go, I stab them in the stomach, or you could go absolutely just off the rails and make a whole description of what happens. Just like as long as it's reasonably possible, that works. Okay, we're doing it because it's literally Critical Role called the Netherdeep. Who cares if it's a Critical Role reference? Who cares if I'm being Matthew Mercer esque? To some extent, that's the point. So, yeah, just so everybody knows that's happening. Anybody object to that?
Nope, not really.
All right, Michael, you gotta type faster if you're gonna communicate through typing. Uh, so let's get this started. Quickly going to
All right.
so here we are at the okay, what does it mean interaction failed?
Michael, shut up. Hand, hand motion
Our
with my mouth.
We begin our adventure in the town of Jigao. You have entered the Jumble, a large district of tangled roads and single-story buildings in the town. Throngs of people, most of them orcs and goblins, move through the streets, laughing, singing, running, and sightseeing. All are enthralled by the raucous sights and sounds of the town's Festival of Merit. You hear snippets of conversations as people pass by. A goblin mother and her child. Don't you dare go near those horizon-back tortoises. They're dangerous and far too large. A drow guard in shining insectile armor complaining to their partner. Fucking orc crushed my goddamn gauntlet. Dickhead. His compatriot consoling him. It was cheap anyways. What is that, like 3 days they'll dock out of your pay? And a pair of young orcs in swimwear hollering as they rush towards the banks of the Afolon River. Come on, we're gonna be late. It's like we're gonna win. I hear there's sharks in the water. We shouldn't even be doing this. He's like, who fucking cares? We'll at least have participated, made a name for ourselves. All around you, colorful signs and banners point towards festival booths surrounded by cheering people. On this street alone, you can see a meat pie eating contest near a shop mounted on the back of a massive tortoise. And on the other side of the road, a banner emblazoned with the words, Riddles and Rhymes, Unbeatable Riddles. That banner points towards a 3-story temple in the center of the jumble. The town is yours to explore. Where will you go?
Oh, hold on. Image is a bit blurry.
Yep. I will use...
Oh, there it goes.
Here we go. To represent the party, I will use the absolute classic orb. So...
Hell yeah! Orb gang, orb gang.
Perfection.
We're gonna have an oblong orb. So, where's the party want to go? You've heard of a few things happening within the town. Knowing that the Festival of Merit is a time for people to show their worth, to prove themselves in various competitions so that they might be selected for the finale. Where's the party want to go? But first, let's have a description of each of our intrepid adventurers, beginning with the tall orc that many see first as the party marches through town.
Okay, this is a gray orc from the clan or the tribe like known as Is What It Is, and his name is Crack Desnot. He's 6 feet tall. He has a very big battle axe and a staff which he called a walking stick that be used as a weapon. And he wears a hoodie, and you can slightly his eyes is kind of dark, and you don't see, just only sees glowy eyes. So he's wearing a helmet inside, and he would speak to you, party members. Said, "Oh, guys, I think I'm quite hungry. I want those meat pie that I saw at the contest."
We'll get to that. But first, what of the splash of color among the group, the bright pink tiefling? What of her appearance? Nice. Is that all we're getting?
Like, okay, you can
Can you just
speak. It's a
say
bit,
it?
yeah, yeah.
It's
You're
not
not
like
in.
not like the character just talk.
Yeah, you're fucking. You can't
Bro,
speak
you
for
do
him.
not type fast enough. You need to talk. Just what's your character
hate
look
doing-
like?
What do you mean you're doing intro? That's how we know what the fuck you are.
What does your character look like?
Pink skin, white hair, 2 red horns on the front,
Hmm?
and yeah, just basic comic clothing, in quotation marks. Yeah.
All right, and would you have a response for the orc's statements? You could type now. Well, you already typed. You'd made a smiley face. All right.
Yeah, I already did.
So, and what of their sibling? Walking alongside.
Hi. What you would see is somebody who's quite the contrast to our dear old tiefling friend here. A tall individual with wearing this chainmail with a great helm over. What appears to have been what used to be some kind of like church gowns that were once put over it as a ceremonial type of thing seem to have just turned into brownish rags that hang over. What he responds to the meat pie eating contest is this. It sounds like a good idea, but hopefully it's sanitary.
And the last of the
Hey, how dare
four.
you say that, Tempe?
The last of the four with the group, the human that people tend to avert their gaze from as they walk past. No, not human, but
Elf.
yeah.
Close enough. He's kind of like dressed in leather kind of like leather armor, but he pretty much has like this like kind of like typical pirate attire. Although he definitely has scars along his face, kind of evident of previous battles, which would be evident due to his who he is. And he almost carries himself with a almost unnatural kind of swagger. Although called upon, he will back up what he says. Festivities. But I wouldn't love to embrace the culture. I've seen lots of parties, and hopefully there's a good brawl that I can get involved in.
So, sounds like some people wanted to have some interest in the nearby pie eating contest. So, as you approach, the savory sense of meat, pastry, and spices fill the air around the 3-story building mounted on the back of a gigantic tortoise, which those of you familiar with Zorhas would know as a horizon back. A cooking stand and a festival stage with a long table are set up at the tortoise's feet, where an orc stands over a massive oven. She bustles from the oven to the stage and back, placing delicious-looking hand pies at each seat and stacking more of them on a cooling rack nearby. People are already gathered on stage, including a scrawny young human with a mop of brown hair and a scruffy beard. As you approach, the orc calls out in a melodic baritone, "Come to sample the best meats pies this side of the waste, yes? I sell them for meals up there, but I'm running pie-eating contests down here all day, if you've got an orc-sized stomach," shooting a look towards the barbarian.
Crack would pats his belly. I do am hungry for the best meat pie.
Well, then it'll be 5 silver pieces to enter the contest.
Yeah, I check my inventory. I think I do have.
Remember,
Yep,
1 gold is equal to 5. 1 gold is 10 silver. All right, so you
Okay,
pay
yeah.
the fee. Who else is
Yep.
entering?
Well, I actually think this is a perfect opportunity to get a nice meal. I would actually like to pay the fee, but I also look towards Tempe as she says you eat and not wanting to join in. I go, how long has it been since you have eaten?
Wait, how
You
much
don't
gold did I
know.
lose then?
You don't know when was the last time you have eaten. Well, then I'd like to enter into the contest, but I would also like to see what else there might be. If there's like a menu or anything like that.
The orc hears you with this discussion and just, I make meat pies. This is a meat pie eating contest. I mean, there's plenty of festival food. You could go find something else to eat, but the competition's for meat pies.
Fair enough. With that, he is going to look towards Tempe. Are you hungry? If so, I will give you some gold to perhaps go and get some things to eat.
A gold piece is a lot of money for food.
Yeah, it really is.
Yes.
Like something like $100.
I only have
$100.
gold at the moment. I only have gold at the moment.
Walking into
What am I
McDonald's,
supposed
you
to
hand
do?
them a
What am I
$100
supposed
bill.
to do?
Get
What am I
something for
supposed to
yourself.
do? Okay, what am I supposed to do? Grab like a knife and just chop the gold piece into 2 smaller
Well,
gold
you could
pieces?
enter the competition, and then you'd have 5 silver pieces, and you can give her one of those. The orc chimes in.
That is true. Well, then I'm gonna enter.
All right,
Oh,
she'll
come on.
take
Oh, come
your
on,
5
boy.
silver, and
Alright,
she'll
good.
get you set up, and she just sort of gestures. And what about you, intimidating guy?
Oh, no thanks, ma'am. I'll be fine. I live off of basic rations and rum, love.
Don't call me that, but sure. And she gets it all set up, and you both get sat down on either side. The scrawny human is just like, best of luck, yeah.
Yeah, where's the luck? He slapped his bag. Good luck.
He sort of like lunges forwards and loses and like gets the wind knocked out of him at the touch. Yeah, big guy. All right, let's get going. Alongside, there's also a cocky male drow flexing his muscles and pointing at people in the gathering crowd, winking,
Oh, fuck.
as well as a
Oh,
Tampy.
fuck.
Just throws a wink in her direction and in a lot of other people's direction.
Oh,
And,
God.
Hey, wait a minute. Who throws a wink towards Tampy?
The cocky
The
male
the
drow. And there's also a
I'm
female.
gonna give
half-
him a death glare. I'm going to give that drow a death.
He's too busy eyeing up the ladies to notice.
Wait,
There's
how
also a
built is this guy?
female halfling with a smirk on her face.
Jack just says whispers under his breath, like, "Oh, there's gonna be a fight."
So, everybody, the 2 of you who are competing in the competition, you will need to make constitution checks.
Alright.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so just your constitution score. It's not a constitution saving throw, so proficiency in con saves won't directly help you.
Alright.
So just like a normal con?
Yeah, just a regular con check.
Okay, so without the plus. Okay. Oh boy. All right, we're ready.
All right,
Alright.
here we go. Come on, work. So, what number did we get?
Oh, let me roll. But you should see what Tampy has just gotten ready to do.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So,
And I got a 6. Total of 6. I
well,
imagine I'm
the
not even
first
trying
pie
to eat it.
everybody eats without effort. They eat it easily, no problem. But the second pie is when you need to start making constitution checks.
Oh,
You
oh,
made
a nat 20.
I imagine that I'm just eating the pie with silverware, just really politely taking little bits of it and just going numb.
Okay, so you actually got a total of 22. Don't press in the saving throws area. Press just below the actual score. You should be able to highlight the number that says +2. So you should have been. So that was a 22, but that's still ample. So after the first pie, which everybody eats easily, Cracked as Knots grabs one, literally the whole thing, straight in the mouth, and just devours it instantaneously. Bohemond, on the other hand, as you're getting into the second pie, you're halfway through and you're just like, you're having trouble. Make a Constitution saving throw.
I look at the scrawny human. How's he looking?
Let's take a look. Well, the cocky
20.
What the fuck?
So
I
you
just start eating it faster with this.
you just
fork and
stop
knife.
eating. You can't eat anymore, but you don't suffer any ill effects. On the other hand, the scrawny human and the halfling both just get full, and they're at their limit into their second pie. They didn't get very far.
And what about the cocky drow elf?
The cocky drow eats his, and he slams his hand on the table and says, "Right, come on, let's do a third. You and me, big guy." You can see that the sort of scrawnier human with the scruffy beard and the hair, he's like, "I'm gonna have to back out. Shit, I thought my stomach was bigger than it is." And the female halfling just kind of and falls over backwards as she oofed her saving throw. She is not doing great and has to be sort of taken off to the side where she starts to throw up. But the drow and you both get another pie. Make another Constitution check.
No! The dice betrayed me!
They also roll badly. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright, my time is now. Come on, baby!
So, you both feel quite queasy just a short way into your third pie. You are poisoned for the next hour, and the male drow is as well. And the orc sees that you're both already throwing in the towel and just goes, "Wow, only 3. Well, I got my money's worth."
I didn't ring no bell.
Yeah, you did. You're gonna hurt yourself if you eat anymore. It's a tie! And she grabs a couple of tin medals in the shape of a meat pie and says, "Here you go, big guy. Cracked as Knots, I am adding to your inventory a Medal of the Meat Pie." For some reason, that's not allowed. Hold on. Maybe your character sheet isn't quite set up. Yeah, there we go. Critical Role content turned on. And now I should be able to add the thing.
We'll have to ball him on.
There you go. You now have a Medal of the Meat Pie. So, Cracked as Knots walks away from the table. You are currently poisoned as you have eaten too much and feel quite queasy. So, quickly, the poisoned condition.
Oh, guys, I think I feel sick. But I did one, though.
So you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Fuck.
For the next hour. At the end of the competition, the human sort of approaches you. He's like, "Hey, yo, buddy, you look like you pushed yourself a little hard. Come over here. We ought to get you sat down." And the male drow's just like, "That's right. I won. What's up, late? Yeah.
You didn't
Oh.
bash me yet. I won.
I also won, and he holds up his medal.
Oh, I did. He holds up his medal.
Just two dumbasses having an argument. He rolled really bad in a saving throw. He's having a rough
I did
time.
too. Fuck.
He rolled substantially better than they did. They got
but my dice betrayed you, my contract.
They got a
bro.
2 in total. They oofed it hard. So the human sort of brings you off to the side and gets you sat down. It's like, I mean, good job. You certainly ate more than I could. Orc-sized stomachs aren't that much bigger than human-sized, are they?
He laughed. Sir, you're quite small for a human to do this. I mean, this contest.
It's not about the size of the guy. It's the size of their stomach. People said people said it seems like I don't have a big heart back home. So, figured the extra space might be taken up by my stomach, but not quite right. Oh yeah, and good job to you too. He gestures to Bohemond. I guess we tied for second place, because I don't think the halfling, I think she lost out.
I won't say did pretty good.
What was that?
Should I get somebody help?
Oh yeah, she's getting all the help she needs. She has a whole family unit that seems to have taken her off to the side.
I want to look over to... Is it possible I can see her from where I am?
Who?
The halfling.
The halfling? Yeah, she's been taken off to the side by 4 or 5 other halflings, and they're all like fanning her and rubbing her back, and they're like, "It's okay, We're wee folk. You did real good for us." She's like, "Well, we could pack things away. I'm a failure." They're like, no. And they're just really trying to reassure her and make her feel confident
Wait,
in herself.
do we all hear that, or it's just
It's just off to the side. Bowman's paying attention. Like, they're not trying to be stealthy. But yeah, that is the thing that happens, and the human sort of extends out his hand. Yeah, my name's... oh yeah, Tampy, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Oh, the trial.
Against me?
No, just in general.
Okay.
A 15. What's the highest passive perception in the party?
Okay, let me check mine.
13.
Let's see here. Okay, hold up. Perception. I didn't take that as a proficiency, so I have a 12.
I have a
we got
13.
13s and 12s. Tampy, what's your passive perception for future reference?
13 as well.
Unobservant party. Holy.
Hey, wait a minute, real quick. I just want to ask a curious question. With Divine Sense, will I theoretically be able to tell where Tampy is?
Well, oh yeah, oof. Well, good thing Tampy's stealthy, because as the male drow's up there bragging about his success, a good amount of meat pies get pushed over and just dump onto his crotch, and they're all piping hot, and he's like, "Ah, fuck, ah!" He's like trying to get it off of his groin area. And Tampy just slinks back to the party looking very pleased with herself. The human sort of holds out his hand to Bohemond and Cractus and says, "Name's Irvin."
Name's Beaumont. As I go to shake his.
Oh, nice to meet you. But he kind of like grabs his hand and like shakes his entire body. My name is Craig Desnut.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Happy waves and smiles as well.
Irvin sort of waves back to Tampy. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go check out the rice cutting competition. Seems like a good place to digest. There's a lot of stuff going on around here, right? Anyways, maybe I'll see you later at the closing ceremonies, yeah? He gives another
Yeah,
wave and then he
we'll see you
walks
too.
off somewhere else.
See you soon.
Now, the party's heard about a few places they could go. Where would the party like to go first?
Is there a brawling competition?
A brawling competition. Is there a brawling? You know, you can ask around, like, is there a place for brawling? And eventually somebody's like, we're not trying to beat the shit out of each other for this competition. This young orc man says to you, sort of wiping his brow. I guess the closest thing to that would be the Afolin plunge. You know, go down to the river, you swim out, you grab a spear, you bring it back. You can punch people in the face at that one, I think.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the information.
Water and combat? Where do I sign up?
Yeah, that's the sort of thing you're looking for. Yeah, head on down to the Afolin River. So
Yeah,
does the
we
party
can go
head
there,
that way?
jack off.
Party
And
heads that direction?
Yeah,
well, first,
we
I'd
go.
actually.
Ah, yes,
Oh,
Tampy.
yeah, Tampy.
Yes, I want to go with Tampy.
Sure, so Bohemund and Tampy, Cracked as Nuts, and Jack, you sort of split away as the siblings go to try and find a place to buy some sugary foods, and the other two of you go down to this water, this Effoland plunge. For Tampy and Bohemund's group, I don't need to. So, the two of you, there's lots and lots of stands with all sorts of things, you know? There's, like, candied apples and, like, deep fried bread with sugar rubbed on. All sorts of, like, carnival foods, and you could very easily get sugary foods. You could get a lot of it. You could easily spend an entire silver piece just on an assortment of sugared foods.
Well, I had Tampy at Silver Piece. Yes. Oh,
Sure.
let me put mine down.
Yeah, everybody, if you could type out your names into the Roll20 chat so that Tampy
It will
can
not be an issue.
type those out. Anyways, heading down to the Effolen River, where a different competition is occurring. Several people are already gathered on the piers, arguing among themselves and venting their ire at a spry goblin who responds to their anger with an amused expression. Suddenly, a brash voice cuts through the chatter, and a blue-skinned woman pushes her way through the crowd and stands protectively in front of the goblin, yelling, "She's not gonna say it again! If you're here with a team, only one member of your team can participate in the challenge. The rules are clear, and if you can't handle it, get off the pier!" After just a couple seconds, small groups of people begin to quietly murmur among themselves. The blue-skinned woman, with some slight tusks, walking off to the side, as she takes off some heavier bits of armor and begins to talk to what you assume to be her companion of some sort, an elegant drow in wizard's robes. So, what does the party want to do? It seems the goblin is in charge of this event.
Oh. Are they like all lining up, or are they
Yeah,
just?
people are sort of beginning to line up on the pier, and the goblin said, "All right, last call. If you want to enter, talk to me, but only one person if you're part of a group, okay?"
He'll whisper to Jack. Jack, do you want to go first, or you want me to go?
You, my friend, go first. I like to see what this whole thing's all about.
He'll laugh. All right, I'll see you there. Yeah, he pats in the back. I will join. He raises his hand.
So, you go up and you get signed up by the goblin, and you stand there on the pier alongside another male orc, a female woman, and a male goblin, all of which are doing stretches. And you see the blue skinned woman definitely has many orcish features, but her skin shade is too blue for any orc you've met. And shiny? Like she's sweating profusely, but not quite. More like she's just gotten out of the water. And she turns to you quickly. Best of luck, eh?
You look. Hmm? Oh yeah, best our luck and strength. Here again. Gives it a thumbs up.
Oh yeah, it's 5 silver pieces to enter the contest.
Kashabang. Done.
So, it seems that the challenge is to swim upstream through the rushing waters of the Afolin to reach a rusted spear sticking out of a rotten wooden post, and then bring it back to the dock. So, everybody gets lined up, all 5 of the participants. And then the one goblin pulls out like a cap gun, holds it up. Get ready, get set. Everybody needs to roll initiative. Wait, no, just Crack does not. Needs to roll initiative.
Okay. 15.
Remember, you roll your initiative in the roll 20, but that's fine. All right, we got a 15 going here. Hold on a second. Whilst I grab some numbers. Number 2, which is excessively big. Michael, what happened?
I just realized Raven's the one who has his character name is Crack. He's nuts. Nice.
You just realized
You
that.
just realized my
I
name.
really did.
You just realized my name.
Like,
I mean,
I was
look at.
wondering who is that? Like,
I mean, look at. I mean, look at Christian's name.
his name is Jackoff and your name is Crack. He's nuts. Oh my god.
I'm very disappointed.
I was
in
actually confused. Like, wait. Like, I was wondering who Craig just Nuts was, and I thought Christian was that, but no, he was Jackoff. So I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, you're not paying attention to the puns, my man. Hayan Shram.
Kenny Juan home.
Oh my.
Who's that?
Oh my
What
god.
that?
Dwellin Dwarf.
Nice.
All right. Flip the pages, find the thing I need. Got it. That's a 17. They got a 13.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Oh wait, no. She got a 17.
The blue orc? Oh god damn.
13. 19. 2. You immediately notice that the male goblin seems woefully unprepared for the competition, whilst the male orc is very on the ball and immediately leaps into the water and begins swimming fiercely, whilst the blue-skinned orcish woman is fast as fuck, easily twice as fast as anybody else. She is ridiculously adept at swimming. But I will need everybody in the competition to make an athletics check.
Oh hell yeah. A 26.
A 26. So, you're able to successfully swim your maximum distance, whilst others are unable to swim quite so far. Those who failed are pushed back 15 feet. Those who failed are pushed back 15 feet along their attempt to move. The goblin and them don't get very far. You manage to get 30 feet along, keeping pace with the female woman, the female human, who is swimming alongside you, whilst the blue-skinned orc is twice as far as you are, already 60 feet out of the 75 that she needs to get to the rusted spear. They are zooming.
Ugh.
So, next round, more athletics checks. Raven?
Yeah, hold on. Some people are entering.
For sure.
Not 20 on athletics.
Net 20. You're able to easily beat past the current, gaining another 30 feet towards your target. Which, yeah, you're close to the spear, but the blue-skinned orcish woman, quickly rolling. Oh, she actually does get buffeted back by the water a bit, but still manages to swim up to the spear and yank it from the post. She is now in possession of the spear at the... she's in possession at the spear and is at the post. You are in second place in this race. You're quite close to the orcish woman, 60 feet away from the pier, only 15 feet away from her, as she's pulled out the spear and sort of waves it at you. Like, looks like I got the head start, huh?
Wait, do I have to take a spear, or do I just...
You need to get the spear and bring it back. The person who has it and brings it back is the winner. And as she says that, you notice swimming up underneath you are two Epholan striped sharks swimming quickly upwards towards the contestants. As you have a passive perception of 13, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they are involved. They are on their way. They're trying to go up and feed because there is some real opportunity here.
Wait, how many sharks do I see?
2 of them.
I'll try to... So, wait, how far am I to her?
How far are you to her? 15 feet away. But this...
I just have...
Hold on, what did you say?
And I can take it from her, right? I'll just try to take it from her.
You could try to take it from her, yes.
Alright.
On your
how
turn.
Deep is... Okay.
Her initiative is higher than yours. How deep is this? It's quite deep. You're closer to the middle of the river. It's probably like 30 feet deep. So, the next round begins. It begins with the male orc. Seeing the male orc, he doesn't notice the sharks. He's still just swimming forwards, trying to reach the spear to get it and bring it back. He makes quite a bit of progress, eventually getting to 60 feet away from the pier, not near enough to try and take it. After this, the blue-skinned orc, who has also noticed the sharks, just sort of does a salute to you and says, "Well, looks like you have something to deal with." And then she dives underwater and she swims 60 feet back towards the pier. She is now but 15 feet away from being there. She's not swimming against the current anymore and is very fast. This brings us to you. She is currently 45 feet away from you.
Shit.
And the sharks are coming.
Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna try to swim back and get her. And he will activate rage.
Oh, you activate your rage. What are you using it to do?
Just to, if the shark actually get me.
You're just raging in case the sharks attack you?
Yeah, so I don't get a lot of damage from
So
them.
what are you doing this turn?
Can I double the swim speed, or is that not?
That's dashing, and I've been presuming you've been dashing this entire time.
Okay, he'll try to swim down the current, try to keep up with her. I'm trying to get the spear.
So, you dash, you swim again, you swim with the current, now going substantially faster, but
With the rage.
you can't move that fast. So you're still 15 feet away from her at the end of your turn, and she's 15 feet away from getting back on shore. At this point, a shark swims up and attacks the woman, who is just swimming
Oh,
in the water.
oh fuck.
Oh no! That's a critical hit.
Ugh.
Ah, she is unconscious as the shark has just bitten her and is now beginning to drag her under the water. You are pretty close. You could probably swim over and help on your turn, but she has been grabbed. The other shark swims up and attacks the goblin. However, this shark is not nearly as adept, and the goblin's able to quickly swim out of the way. And at this point, the contestants are like, "Oh fuck!" and they're swimming back towards shore. Starting with the goblin, who manages to get 30 feet along, getting quite close to shore, and the male orc, who also is just bailing and starts swimming towards dry land. The blue-skinned orc gets back onto this pier, doing a big dolphin dive up onto the platform, and handing the spear off to the goblin in charge of the competition before she turns back and sees blood in the water. Fuck. And dives back in, but she's not able to really get any distance. She's still a fair distance from the woman who is being attacked by the shark. Crack these. What are you doing?
It's like, how far is this shark down below? The one that grabbed.
Right now, it's very near to the surface, and it's 15 feet away from you. You could get to it.
Alright, I'll get to it and try to I'll punch him in the goddamn nose.
You swim up to the shark, just swimming as hard as you can.
Yeah, try to grab the human.
Roll an unarmed strike first. Like bunt the shark in the nose to make it let go.
A hit or just a strike?
Just an unarmed strike, yes.
Do I have to do I don't know, savings throw. A DC or something.
What are you talking about?
To hit. Sorry.
Yeah.
A 9. A 9 to hit.
A 9. You take a swing and you just kind of graze the shark. It's able to twist away from you, dragging the woman along with it. You're still next to it.
Can I try to grab the woman? No,
well, on its turn, it's going to try and swim away, but you have an opportunity to try and grapple the shark. Go ahead and roll an athletics check as it contests.
A 19.
A 19. You manage to grab the shark by the tail as it's swimming underwater. You're not able to stop it from moving, but you're able to stay held on as it's swimming along, dragging yourself along the shark's body as it's taking this woman away. Which brings us to the other shark, who is still pursuing the goblin at this point, who is yelling, "Help! Help! Ah!" And the shark chomps down on the goblin, dealing 5 points of damage, which I think for a goblin
Is he dead? There's no way he's dead.
No, not dead, but they might be unconscious. No, they managed to stay conscious. The shark just takes a big bite in their side, and the goblin continues to swim. Just the goblin manages to reach shore and get out of the water. Desperately clawing away. The male orc also does so. Like, who the fuck said sharks would be there? Which brings us to the blue-skinned orc, who continues to swim after the woman. She is now right behind you. She's very close, but she's not quite there. Kractus, your turn. You're holding on to the shark's tail.
Try to punch it again to just spit her out.
You pull yourself up. You grab its dorsal fin. Pull up. You're right there. You're ready for a swing. Roll to strike.
Come on. Oh my god, that's 8. Oh my god.
You take a swing, but you go wide and you lose your grip on the shark as it continues to swim. You're going to have to attempt to re-grapple. Make another athletics with the shark contesting.
Alright, I have rage. Is it double? Oh wait, that's double. Never mind. Yeah, rolling acrobatics. Athletics.
Athletics, yep.
16.
16. The shark is too quick this time. It's too slippery. It manages to get away.
Fuck.
On the woman's turn. All right. The other shark, though, swims up and tries to take a chunk out of you. It only gets an 8, so you manage to bat it to the side. Jack, by the way, what might you be doing as you see that things have gone to shit?
Like, probably like, oh, God. Done this before, and just jumps in and goes after one of the sharks.
Roll a couple of
T-pose.
athletics checks for me.
T poses. Ooh.
Like 2 or
Yeah.
1. 15 on the first one.
All right.
And a 13 on the second one.
All right, so you've managed to catch up to that shark. Roll initiative real quick for me.
Hold on. Give me a sec. $28.
Okay. So, go ahead and take your turn now, as you are now next to the shark with your equipment.
Let's see. Here. Take a couple of swings with my short swords.
They are also next to Kraktas.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 hits the shark as you stab through the water towards the shark, bringing up the rear.
That's a 7.
7 damage as you slash.
Wait, hold on. Is
Yeah.
it by? Am I alone with it within 5 feet?
Yes, and also you have an ally within 5 feet, so you definitely get sneak attack.
Awesome possum. 5 more damage.
You manage to take a big slash out of the shark, cutting off a big chunk of its fin, and you can see that the shark is definitely trying to leave. It is not fighting.
Jack Sparrow.
Am I with? Okay, I guess I'm not close to the other one, so I won't bother. Wait. And I'll get close to the other shark then.
All right. So you keep swimming, but at this point, that shark is definitely speeding away from you. I don't think you would be able to catch it. Whilst the blue-skinned orc, with very high swim speed, manages to get close and tries to grab the shark. And she manages it. She grabs the shark and begins swimming in the opposite direction, looking to you two, sort of like, fucking do something, help! Which brings us to Kraktas. Thanks to the blue-skinned orc, you can swim close enough to the shark to do something. You want to take a third shot?
Can I try to grab the girl, the human? To grab it out?
The shark has a vice-like grip. You need to make it let go before you could do that.
Oh, fuck it, I gotta punch it again. Alright, this roll won't fail me now. 3rd time's the charm. That's the charm again.
You still miss. This is... You are having a tough time. You're underwater. You are not used to this environment.
I'll still grab it. I'll still try to grab it and hold it down.
Right now, it's
Neither.
already being held. So on its turn, it twists around and tries to bite you. It lets go of the woman as it tries to do so. I think that'll be a successful bite as it got a 19 to hit.
Ooh.
You take 8 points of piercing damage as it grabs your arm.
It's reduced because I'm raging.
Yep, that's true.
That's gonna be 4.
The woman begins to drift downstream. That shark has swam away. Jack, what do you do? The woman's passing by you.
I'll grab her and take her back to shore, I guess.
You grab her and begin swimming back to back to shore. You find that she is stable, that she isn't bleeding out. The blue-skinned orc woman, she just starts punching it. She's pissed. She manages to punch it once, dealing 3 points of damage as she punches it in the snoot and sort of gives Cractus a glance like, help. Cractus, your turn. What do you do?
Alright, he's gonna try to punch it again!
Big swing.
Ah, come on, Cractus! A 17!
That hits. Boom! That's 1 plus your strength score. What is that?
A
6 damage.
That 11, wait, yeah, 6 plus 5? Or
Just 6. Just 6.
Alright.
It's 1 plus 5, so that would be 6. You already have a strength score of 20?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wait. Yeah, poogers. Right. I
Big
guess I punch it on
strong.
the...
So at that point, the reef shark finally begins to swim away, and both you and the blue-skinned orc are able to return to shore. She's breathing quite heavily and just kind of... That was, well, shark fisticuffs. I won't say it was particularly good or bad. Never seen anyone give it their all like that before. Except for myself, I mean.
Yeah, and his rage would like be gone. He laughed. I'm still not quite used in the water.
Name's Io. You too. Who are your names?
Well, my name is Crack Desmond. You may call me Crack. Give it a Shannon.
And jack off at your service.
Oh yeah, and he'll look up.
That's
the
your
oh,
name?
Yeah, he's a party member of mine.
Party? You're adventurers then.
He nods.
I just so
And,
happen to also be a part of an adventuring party. Speak of the devil, as you see the drow she was talking to earlier approaching, this be our resident arcanist, wizard supreme, Galsariad.
Is that the cocky?
Puts an arm around his shoulder. No, this drow is much more lithe and has sort of an ethereal beauty to him, as he seems embarrassed by this display and just kind of brushes her arm aside. Like, no need to introduce me so extravagantly. There are plenty of wizards in the world. Yes, as she said, I am Gilsariad. And I am a wizard. Good show.
Thank you. But she did too. She did more remarkably than I am.
Well, you hardly stood a chance against a water genasi. Sorry, but they're just...
Wait, that's supposed to be...
But they're
That's supposed to be an insult?
What was that?
Is that supposed to be an insult?
No, he's just stating it as a... Actually, roll insight if he was trying to insult you.
Like, we are better than a genasi. Oh, now 20, baby!
Yeah, you know, he was trying to just state fact that Ao is a water genasi, so you were hosed, since water genasis are faster in the water than an orc, most of the time. But he did say it in a bit of an asshole way.
Wait, do I... Wait, she's an orc, right?
She
Oh,
looks
just a-
orcish, but you'd believe she's a water genasi, like...
Maybe she was an orc raised by dolphins.
Okay. You don't want assumption there.
We'll say that around
he'll-
this time, Tampy and Bohemond return and reunite with the rest of the party. Tampy with an armful of various sweets and vibrating
God.
slightly from the sugar rush.
Crack would just kind of tend to his wounds.
Oh. I'd like to come and help him with them. Seeing that he's injured.
Oh yeah, the woman on the ground is injured, and there are some people doing first aid.
I'd like to have him out. I'd like to ask him out to politely move out of the way. I'll be able to do something to fix her right up.
Io sees you walking forward. Holy man, That's useful. Yeah, heal her.
With that, I'm going to use. Out of curiosity, how bad does she look? Can I roll medicine to figure out?
She looks like she's mostly stabilized. You don't think that she'll die anytime soon, but
Alright. I'll use 5 total of my lay on the hands pool.
so
Number.
you place your hands upon her, and you see maybe some of the shark bite injuries repair to some extent, and she just she coughs up water. Fuck. Damn it.
Make
Damn it, Omo, you didn't mention there'd be sharks! And the goblin just sort of, well, there are sharks in the river. You should know that. We didn't exactly scan to get rid of them all. Anyways, and she pulls out a medal and hands it to Io. You brought the spear back first. You won. And Io takes it and says, thank you very much. Good show, though, there, Crack. And she puts it around her neck. You too, Jack. Nice going. And, what was your name again? Gesturing to Bohemond.
Name's Bomahan.
Ah,
Yours.
alright. Well, I think I'll see you all at the closing ceremonies. Maybe you'll meet some more of my adventuring party. We're gonna be a big deal, I can tell you that much.
Hey, wait. You happen to have a drow in your party?
Galsaria walks forwards. She does.
Alright.
What is your
May I-
point?
I was just wondering. Saw
What?
another drow individual before. Rubbed me the wrong way.
Is that so? Did you think I'd
Don't
be
worry.
them?
I was thinking there could have been a slight possibility of such.
You're in Zohas. About half the people you meet will be drow. It's too slim to ask. You sound like
That
a
is
dick.
viable. You would fair point.
We ought to go somewhere more meaningful. I heard there was a riddle competition. I'd like to check it out. And I was like, yeah, you go do that. I reckon I'm gonna go check out some of the stalls. And she places the medal round her neck and flaunt my victory. See you lot around then, yeah? And she wanders off and sort of definitely eyes Tampy a little bit before walking away.
Hey, who eyes Tampy?
Io.
Noted.
What the hell?
Can you put his name down in the chat for me?
Her.
Her. My apologies.
Yeah, Crack would like, waves at the.
It's sometimes hard
I'll
to
see
tell.
you
with
two
adventurers.
around.
It's sometimes hard to tell with adventurers.
Yeah,
I
this
say that
person.
out of character.
Okay.
Oh, okay. The orc dolphin, gotcha.
Yeah. So, on your way down to the pier, you had actually noticed another competition. Looks like a competition to navigate a maze effectively. And of course, there was the riddle competition that you'd seen mentioned. There was there's another one too that you'd seen, not really done anything with. The rice harvesting competition Afan had told you about. Yeah, so you've heard about the rice, the riddles, and the maze. Where would the party like to go?
I would like to ask Tampy. You have any idea of what you think would be fun? Just.
What the fuck did you just write?
Gasms.
What the fuck?
What did you write? What is that AIDS
Sweet-
you've written? Can you write an actual response?
Sweet gasms from an overdose of sugar.
How about
intake?
instead of some stuff that would be put onto, like, Tumblr cringe?
Oh god damn it.
Michael, how
Michael.
far are you going cringe? Like, holy crap.
Oyster onto shoulder.
Let's-
I'm gonna have to take her to the hotel. I think she might have a heart attack at this point.
Obo approaches and says, if I could recommend somewhere in particular, I think it's called the Crooked Tusk. Tusk is in the name somewhere.
Okay.
The Unbroken Tusk, that's what it was called. Worth getting a room in there, letting her recover for a minute. So where does the party want to go as Tampy's entering a sugar coma and Bohemund needs to take Tampy somewhere to recover for a few minutes? Maybe feed her celery.
Or
Jack.
worse,
Is-
raw
is there
cabbage.
a
Eat your damn cabbage.
1 copper for the raw cabbage.
I buy entirely raw cabbage. Raw cabbage. is
Jack
totally-
and Crack, where do you go?
Is there a bar?
I mean, there are bars. You can go there somewhere like that real quick. Jack and Crack, you can go get some drinks. Copper piece from each of you as you quickly take a moment to recover because, yeah, swimming through the water, that was pretty physically demanding. You take some swigs of liquor. Also, I just remembered, Crack, you weren't rolling all of your athletics checks at disadvantage because you were poisoned, but I'm going to forget about that. But in the future, remember your status conditions, okay? Crack?
Oh, what's up?
Did you not hear what I said?
Sorry, there's a lot of noise. Can you repeat that?
You were poisoned, so you should have been rolling those athletics checks with disadvantage. Remember your own status conditions.
Alright, I'm sorry. God
But
dang it.
anyways, you all get some drinks. Tampy gets some cabbage in her. Tampy, you recover from your sugar coma. The party gathers back together. Where do you go?
Is it... How close is the sun? Is the sun going down?
No. At this point, it's like early afternoon. You're told the closing ceremonies would be in the evening.
Okay. He'll check out the rice... Is it the rice carver? Rice cutting?
Yes,
I
there
would
is
actually like to check that out as well.
the rice
As
cutting
I'm eating with an
competition.
entire candy apple and a cabbage in hand. That's why there's the crunching noises. Don't worry,
Tampy,
I'm
where would
eating
your
a cabbage.
character like to go? Where would Tampy like to go? Because Tampy hasn't really participated in any competition. So what competition would Tampy like to participate in?
What competitions are there?
You have heard of a maze competition, a rice cutting competition, and a riddles competition.
I think riddles could be fun for both of us.
Alright,
Is anybody
I guess
good with
we'll do riddles then.
intelligence?
Are there any smart boys in the in the party? I don't think so.
No, but if you make enough of a tongue twister,
Nope.
it can count as one.
So, you approach the site of the riddles competition. It's on the way to the rice cutting competition, being situated here. And the rice cutting competition is up by the rice paddies up there. And you see an elderly goblin in blue robes presiding over a set of 3 tables. One table holds a wooden box. The second displays a glittering star map of the Exandrian sky. And on the third rests a row of colored bottles. A banner hanging over the setup reads, "Test your wit with me against these riddles 3."
So there's like a bunch of bottles, right?
Yes, that is one of the 3 puzzles.
Can I just knock them over?
You just want to knock them over?
Yeah, with mage hand, stealthily.
Roll a stealth check.
Well, that's happening. I
Oh,
gotta make sure
we're not
Cap-
getting a
Also,
Tampy's
your
car.
mage hand isn't invisible,
Yeah, I know.
so it would be very obvious somebody is knocking it over. Nonetheless, roll stealth.
Yeah, I got a 9.
Oof. So you just kind of walk up, and from like a foot away, you just knock them over. They were stoppered, so they don't spill everywhere. But the elder just looks at you like, "What?" And a couple of orcs a few orcs walk up, and a number of bugbears and hobgoblins, and they sort of crowd
And
around
this
you.
is where I intervene.
Yo,
Yo, hey.
what's your deal? She disrespected the elder.
I just kind of look around innocently, just like, what happened?
As I
Well,
see this happen, I'm like, oh shit, and I just start rushing over.
Now you listen.
Where-
In here, you don't disrespect the elder. How about you give them a silver for the troubles, huh?
And then I intervene. Oh, sorry, you go first.
I just kind of look at him just kind of just smile and like awkwardly, just like, what?
do all of us know that was her mage hand?
Yeah,
I'm
you,
rushing
you
over.
saw it happen. It was so obvious. And
Crack would just look down at her and just.
she
Right,
is
what-
surrounded
where's the-
by 4 or 5 different big burly people. Boamond, you said you were going to intervene.
Yep. I like to get in between her and the 4 burly big guys.
As
Hold
another
on, this is all
burly
just a
guy.
misunderstanding, friends.
What are we misunderstanding? She tipped over the bottles. What if they weren't stopping?
He is not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm gonna be
So
honest
what?
with you.
Dumb people
She
should
is-
know not to fuck with the elder.
I don't mean it in the sense that she's dumb, she's more unaware. And I have
What's-
to keep a close eye on her as I look her in the face. And look towards them. I deeply apologize for what for what my sister here has done. I should have been keeping a better eye on her. But it's sometimes a little hard to control somebody when they have a little bit of magic.
Right. A silver for the elder's troubles, and keep a better eye on her, yeah?
Could it be 5 copper?
They sort of look to the elder, and the elder's like, "You boys are making a bit of too big a fuss over it. I'm sure it was a youthful prank done by somebody not very good at doing such things. That's fine." And the orcs hold out their hand. 5 copper. Don't let that happen again.
Give them 5 copper.
They sort of stink eye. They stink eye Tampy briefly, and then they sort of go back to what they were doing, which seems to have
I
been.
smile and wave back.
Yeah, they don't reciprocate that. And the elders just. "Oh, well, now that you've gotten your prank out of the way, would you like to try out a riddle?
I just kind I nod.
Oh, a riddle.
It is 2 silver to attempt to answer a riddle. Answer 2 correctly, and you win the contest. Every incorrect guess, and you need to pay again to try again.
I just kind of I just look back and forth. Then I look at fuck. What's John's Bowman?
Yeah,
Boymond?
Boymond, a Bohemond.
Boymond. Okay, and I look back. I'm just kind of like wondering, like, should we do this?
I nod. It might be something good to pass the time.
That'll be 2 silver.
Sure thing. As I'm going to grab like a gold piece, right, and just tear a bit of it off.
No, he'll just take the gold piece and give you 8 silver.
Oh, fair enough.
He has change.
That's
Now,
what they used to do.
would you like to attempt the box riddle, the star map riddle, or the bottle riddle? Which one?
I look towards Tempe.
I point at the bottle riddle.
Ah, isn't that an interesting choice? And they pull off like a piece of cloth, and they bring out like this wooden panel with writing on it and put it beside the bottles. Use that riddle and then drink from one of the bottles. If you guess the right one, that's a correct guess. If it's the wrong one, well, it might not be nice. So, listen carefully as I relay the riddle. Also, in Picks for Players, you have a picture of all of the bottles. So, I will
Alright,
tell
could
you the riddle.
Write down the riddle.
I could write down the riddle as I go in info
Alright.
for players.
Thank you. I just wanted to ask so I don't have to ask every single time, so I can make sure I catch things right.
Two of
Being happy.
us are brewed from blight, and always sat to purple's right. Three are juice, one burns like flame, and no two colors taste the same. Even flasks hold naught but pain, and shade of sky will leave a stain. Though tasty are those at each end, neither is the winner's friend. A puzzle for the keen and wise. Drink the light to claim your prize.
Hmm. Looking at all this, I start immediately thinking of something. As I would mumble to myself in character about, hmm, root from blight, toy set to purple's right, blah, blah, blah. But then I'd like to hear what Tampy is gonna do after all.
You also see that Galsarian the Drow is sort of watching the party. He's not close enough that he could cheat at all, but he's just seeing if you get it right.
And now I need to know, is Tampy gonna do anything quirky?
So, like, so there's like what, so how many bottles are there?
From what I
There
can
are
see-
7. I have a picture of the bottles in the Picks for Players
Oh.
channel on the Discord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna open another browser, the picture, and then look in the
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that too.
And always set to purple's right. Okay, but which purple?
And the Elder doesn't give you any hints. You could roll an intelligence check for hints.
I'd actually like to roll intelligence then to figure out which purples are talking about, the darker or the lighter.
Sure, roll an intelligence check to get a hint.
Let's see if my brain has an IQ above 70. Let me roll right here, right now. Let's see if I get something good. 16.
A 16. Both 2 and 6, counting left to right, are directly to the right of a purple bottle. You think they're both bad.
Okay. So we count those two out. The greens are bad. With that, I relay the information to Tampy in sign language. Green bad, next to purples.
Tampy nods as she kind of puzzly looks at the bottles.
3 are juiced, 1 burns like flame. And no two colors taste the same. I asked the other quick question.
Yes?
If we pick one to drink, just a taste, we fail, correct?
If it's the wrong one.
Noted. Then with that means one of these things like flame, and that wouldn't be the right one, but the one that's bright. Even flasks hold not but pain, in the shade of sky will leave a stain. For tasty are those at each end, and neither is the winter's friend. So the first and the 6th one are out. So that mean 1, 2, 4. No wait, it'd be 5 and 6 are out. That means it's rather. So it's between the 3 in the middle. The 3 in the middle are the ones that we have. But I mean, the 2 on each other's sides are tasty. So I mean, must be grape juice or something. No two colors taste the same. A shade of the sky will leave a stain. Shade of the sky.
Tick tock, pick quick.
Tampy
middle
smells
one.
Smells the bottles.
Can't smell. They're all stoppered, so you can't smell them. The one you open's the one you gotta drink.
The middle one is the color of the sky. That can't be it. Unless, actually, I look up at the sky right now just to remind myself. What's the color of the sky here?
Rolling a d20 to check for the quality of the sky.
One is fucking smog.
It's like lightly clouded. Yeah, it looks
So
like
that was-
LA. No, it's slightly clouded.
No, not back here again. No.
So which bottle do you drink? Which bottle? You gotta
so
pick
it
one.
can't be blue. I immediately look towards Tampy and I point at the two possible options. Gray or purple. The purple, that'd be that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 4 and 5. Like in the
You
order.
need to say even flask, cold, not but pain. Oh, not but pain.
Tampy
So-
goes for the purple in the middle because she likes the color purple.
All right, you just grab
Cross my
that bottle,
fingers.
you uncork it, glug glug glug, and then you feel a warmth settling in your stomach, and everybody around you sees your skin emit a dim silvery light to a range of 5 feet for the next minute. As the elder says, "Wonderful job! That's one riddle solved. Solve one more, and you get a reward." Would you like to try your hand at the box or the star map riddle next?
I guess the star map?
All right. As they quickly put away the wooden panel.
I have the big brain. We have the big brain.
As they put away the wooden panel
I
that
just start dancing a little
gave
bit.
you the description for the bottle riddle, and pulls out another one and puts it next to the star map.
And I even offer a fist bump to Tampy.
Fist bumps back.
And he's
Hell
like,
yeah.
"Oh, yeah, 2 more silver to try the next riddle. 2 more."
Right? Which one do you want to do next?
So you said star map. Here you go. And they put down the plaque with the riddle for the star map. 2 birds sit in a speckled field. 1 silver and calm. 1 scarlet with woe. Nigh all year the red one yields to silver's illusions, mischief, and sheltering glow. And info for players, you have that. And it's a map of the Exandrian sky.
Right? Is there an image of it?
Hold on.
Okay.
The Exandrian night sky. Exandrian star chart. Let's see if I got that. These aren't very good images to use.
Get like the fucking like.
I got the zodiac.
I
It's
imagine it's just like I imagine it's just a child's drawing now.
It's just fucking Microsoft Paint.
it's
In, like the lowest.
okay.
resolution.
Imagine it's pretty much our night sky with all the stars and shit. Only difference is Exandria has 2 moons, Ruidus and Kappa.
Oh. Okay, good to know. Now let's look into here.
Again, intelligence checks could yield hints.
That is true. Well, I'm gonna look at it, but Tampy, if you wish to, it might not be a bad idea for you to roll intelligence.
All right. Smart big brain time.
We had to
Don't
put
worry,
out the
we're 2
birds
halves
or
of one
what's it?
idiot, and that idiot won't be an idiot if we think hard enough.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah, no fucking idea. Empty. Empty.
So are we supposed to?
Two
It's supposed to,
birds
like, point
sit
out
in a
where the two
speckled
birds are.
field.
Sorry,
Also
what was
burn-
that, Christian?
Or what's more like where if there's where the constellations are or something?
Might be.
the
You
star
Is
could,
map,
it
or-
asking?
although it was Bohemond and Tempe on this.
I need to ask something, DM.
Yes.
Are the moon? What are the color of the moons in this world?
Catha is large and white. Rudis is small and red.
All night year the red one yields. Nile year the real one. I want to roll an intelligence to see if this is referring to in a solar eclipse.
Roll religion.
Okay. Good thing I'm a paladin. In fact, let me check here.
Are you a holy person with proficiency in religion? That never happens
Yes,
in
plus
D&D.
3.
That never
Yes,
happens in
Jesus
D&D.
be with me. Jesus be with me.
All right, give that roll.
Hallelujah! 18! Hallelujah!
Let's fucking
Hallelujah!
So you would know
Hallelujah!
that
Hallelujah.
there are superstitions around Rudis that if it's full in the sky, if somebody's born while Rudis is full in the sky, bad. Catha's not that bad, but Rudis is a bad omen whenever it's substantial. And the last line, you know that Sehanine, the Moonweaver, and a legal deity in the Dwendalian Empire, that she was known to cause illusions, do mischief, and shelter people.
Okay. Then I do need to ask you another curious question, then, DM.
What?
The answer that's here. Do I know, like, what kind of answer it is looking for?
Oh, the elderly line. Point to the answer on the star chart.
Two birds in a speckled spear would comment. With that, I'm gonna point at the 2 moons.
And good job! You two managed to do it. So, and he pulls out a metal carved to look like the head of a fox. Which of you wants it? This here medal of wit.
I would like to put my hand out for it, and once I do get it, I'd like to put it on Tempe.
All
Tempe
right.
looks at it, smiles.
I will add the medal of wit to Tampy's inventory. Hold on while I make sure I can.
Okay.
Okay.
I give her a
can.
noogie.
So as you're all sort of gathered around, Gelsariad approaches and he's like, "You know, I'm honestly somewhat impressed. I mean, I got it all without needing any additional... I got it all in my first try as well, and I was on my own, but still, it pleasantly surprised me."
Hey, I guess I just had the right amount of knowledge for the job.
Indeed. And your sister, is she?
I look towards Tempe.
Well done. I'd recommend that if you're going to cause magical mischief, he waves his hand and uses some prestidigitation to shoot some sparks in the air. Either be very bold or very careful. A good day to you both. Waves his hand and walks away. By the way, I'll show you a picture of Gelsariad.
Perfect.
And while this was all going down, Jack Hoff was just drinking rum out of his flask that he always has.
Yep.
Also, did you hear that I gave Tempe a noogie afterwards?
Yeah. Yep.
You can't escape the big brother noogie.
So, you know about the maze competition and the rice cutting competition, and I believe that Crack said that he would like to go to the rice cutting competition, right?
Who?
Crack.
Oh yeah. One way.
Yes.
So,
I
um,
also would mind to come in, if
Okay.
that's possible.
you head off to the competition that's called the Wet Walks Paddywhack, on the eastern edge of the jumble. This is not the eastern edge. Whatever. The docks rise upwards from the river to run alongside wooden shacks built on stilts, casting crooked shadows over the wetlands below.
Uh,
Some areas of the wetlands have been cordoned off to create rice paddies, which are now ready for harvest. Blue and green banners wave over one end of the docks, where two elderly goblin farmers preside over the contest. You know how it goes, one hollers out in a reedy voice. First team to harvest the rice from their section wins. And you also see Irvin relaxing in the grass near to the paddies. He notices you and he walks over. Hey, there you are. Yeah, I've been watching the competition. All these people, they just doing free labor. Yeah. Well, no harm, no foul, I guess. You lot entering in the next batch.
You might as well.
Mm. Well, it is the festival, so
Yeah, so
you're gonna have more and more fun.
well, this one you get to enter for free because you cut the rice for them. So you need two people. You need somebody who cuts the rice and somebody who gathers them up. You know, somebody able to cut through real good with a hand scythe, and somebody who's real good at gathering it up and bundling it quickly so they don't fuck with the other guy's work. I'll see how you do. Hopefully you win. There's been some quick teams today.
I'm a fairly speedy guy.
All right, Jack, you
Jumping,
volunteered to be the
jumping.
gatherer. Who wants to be the cutter?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Valmont, let's go, let's go.
Beaumont, you'll be the cutter. All
Yeah,
right.
with my big sword, what is rice gonna do when I hit them with that?
You're not,
holy
I
sword?
think
One of
you're not
the
gonna use
goblins
your
walks
sword.
up and is just like, now, you don't cut rice with a big fucking sword. You're doing this, and he holds out like, what do they hand to you? It's just a hand scythe. Yeah. Use this.
No, with the hand scythe. I want to test how sharp it is real quick by rubbing it against some of the rubs that are still left on me.
Oh yeah, that cuts real good. Now,
Okay.
all right, looks like we got 3 teams for this round of competition. And you see that one team is comprised of a older, imposing female orc, and who you presume to be her son, and a pair of drow who kind of look like siblings. And Irvin's sitting off to the side like, I'll cheer for you two, as he sits down on the grass. So the farmer goblin sort of raises their hand. Now select a 20-foot by 5-foot strip of patty. They've all been marked off. You get this one, you get this one, you get this one. You're all lined up there. First one to cut and bundle up all of the rice and set it to the side. You win. So, on your mark, get set, go! So, first thing that happens is all the cutters need to make an athletics check.
Oh, perfect. I have a proficiency in athletics.
Nice.
Average athletics enjoyer with that +6.
All right. So go ahead and roll one. You see that the drow team really oofs it. They're going slow. They're not doing very
23.
well. A 23. You pop up. You're just and you see the orc team is also
I'm
It gets
just
all
imagining in my character's head. Imagining cutting one thing he truly hates.
all right.
One thing absolutely despised. Mosquitoes.
Yeah, so you managed to cut away a 5-foot square section. Next, gatherer. Roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh boy. $27.
What
Yeah,
the
you're just
fuck?
you quickly gather it up and bundle it and toss it to the side. You're through that shit in an instant while the orc's son really drops the ball and doesn't do very well. And the mom's like, hurry up! Athletics and sleight of hand for the next round. Oh, they oofed it. The kid's sucking ass. He's doing so bad. Oh, the drow
I got
are...
a nat 20, Connor. I got a nat 20.
Athletics from you, Bohemond, because it needs to be cut before it can be gathered.
Oh, I need to do it again?
Yep.
Yep.
You cleared a
Oh,
5
hell
foot
yeah.
square. You need to do that 4 times total.
Oh, hell yeah. Brrrr. 17.
Boom. You're a whirlwind. Next round. Go. Athletics, sleight of hand.
Do I roll again?
Oh, I got a 12 that time. That was good.
Yep, you roll again.
Alright.
A 12. You're not quite as fast, but you
17
are
once
able
again.
to do it. Okay, you're 3/4 of the way done, and everybody else is
I
like
love
a
chopping
quarter at
rice.
best. You are cruising. One more round of rolls.
I love chopping rice. I love chopping it so much.
You're-
25!
26.
Almost a nat 19! Almost
So,
a nat 20!
it was literally like, on your marks, get set, go. As you two just demolished the competition. Everyone else isn't even half done, and you all just have this pile of rice off to the side, and you're standing there, just the most epic rice harvesters of all time. And the
I know
two
what I'm gonna retire to.
and the two goblins approach you, and they're like, yeah, that'd be a good idea. You're good at this shit. All right, here you go. You each get a copper medal of the wetlands. And I will add to your inventories copper medals of the wetlands.
Nice. I look at it. What does it look like?
It looks like just like a copper circle, which has been engraved with a sheaf of rice. And there's a nice
Perfect.
necklace woven of reeds for it to sit on.
Ooh, nice. I like it.
It seems every one of us.
Also, Bauman, have you been removing gold from your inventory?
Well, I was gonna remove just one because when I've used like one gold,
Ah, okay, fair enough. Yep, that'll make it a little bit simpler.
yeah.
Need to make sure that I can actually add the metal to your inventory.
Yeah. Let me
Metal
change
of the wetlands, add equipment. You now have it. By the way, I'm pretty sure that these
Yeah.
are like really minor magical items.
Oh, what do they do?
Yeah, they do things.
I can't wait to see one.
It makes the rice cutting like 10% better.
It makes it perfect. I can become a rice farmer when I retire.
Yep.
Chad Paladin.
Advantage on
rice
all
farm.
rice harvesting checks.
Make a rice empire.
So,
I said
Welcome
it's
to
ricing
Rice Fields,
time.
motherfucker.
I said it's ricing time.
it's ricing time. Bohemond, rice. It's ricing time.
I will make Rice Krispies.
The perfect rice harvesters don't exist. Jack Hoff and Bohemond.
I'd like to introduce ourselves.
I don't
So,
see the metal of my equipment, Connor.
Irvin approaches and he says, yeah, that was the best rice harvesting I've seen all day. Holy shit.
Honestly, it isn't too hard. Stretches a bit. When you imagine there are mosquitoes, you just go through of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you, pirate-looking sucker. Damn. You got good hands, don't you?
Well, it helps to be quick on your feet when you're on a rolling ship on the ocean.
I can imagine. Holy. Honestly, it's been boring as fuck watching people harvest rice, but you kind of made it entertaining. Goddamn. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pretty much... I'm actually gonna maybe walk around, look at some stands, see if I can't find some of my friends. Maybe I'll see you all at the... I'm sure I'll see you all at the exit ceremony. I mean... Whoa! See you later, yeah? He waves his
See you
hands to your group as he walks away. So, the party still knows of that maze competition that you have not yet entered.
Perfection.
Guess we'll take a stroll to that maze.
You take a stroll to the maze competition, and here you see something quite interesting. Near the entrance to the festival grounds, a maze has been constructed out of 4-foot-tall walls of wooden planks lashed together with ropes and propped up between sandbags. Banners are hung over the openings to the maze, signifying the entrance and the exit. The passageways of the maze are 5 feet wide. Off to the side, a tan-feathered Aarakocra, a bird person, sits on a chair 30 feet above the ground, giving him a vantage point where he can see the whole area, eyeing the contestants very carefully. A small crowd is cheering on and heckling the people inside. Near the entrance, an ogre in leather armor is encouraging a reluctant goblin in a breastplate to give the maze a try. It's like, come on, you can get in there, you can get it done. I've already told you how you can do it. And the goblin's like, I mean, yes, and I don't doubt that you very much give me good at, but,
Can I just go up to him and just convince him? It's like, you know, my friend, if you don't take this opportunity, you might regret it later in life. Take it from someone who always enjoys the moment.
I mean, you
What do you
do.
have to lose?
1 second. You know what? You're right. I'll trust your judgment on this. I'll do it. And the ogre's like, there you go. Thanks. And the goblin strides in and attempts to make their way through the maze. Let me see how they do. Oh, they might have actually succeeded. Hold on. I'm sure that they're... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they get it done. The goblin's able to make their way through, and they're given a medal of the maze. And the ogre, sort of goes up to them and says, I told you I knew the answer. You followed my instructions perfectly. And the goblin's like, yeah, it was great. That was awesome. And he walks over to Jack. Thank you. Sorry, my name's Dermot. And he holds out his hand.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Do you want to take a try too? The challenge is you study the maze from the outside and then you make your way through without hitting any dead ends. If you do, that Aarakocra over there, and at this moment the Aarakocra swoops down, grabs somebody in the maze by the shoulders and pulls them out and leaves them outside. It does that.
Well, George, my large orc friend.
If no one else wants to do the maze, I might as well take a chance.
All right. Make an investigation check to study the maze and figure out the correct steps. As the ogre just kind of stands up. I'm not giving you any hints. Thanks for convincing Dermot, though. What did you get?
4.
Yeah, you aren't sure, but you feel like you can just do it if you just go. So, do you want to enter the maze?
Does anybody else want to enter the maze?
I guess I could join.
All right, make an investigation check on the maze, Tampy. It is 3 silver pieces to attempt to navigate the maze.
A 10. Let's go.
Right. So, Tampy and Jack, you both pay 3 silver pieces, and you roll survival checks to see how you get through the maze.
Oh no.
Tampy has really low, don't you? Let's see if Tampy can get a negative number.
9.
Well, it wasn't negative. It could have been, though. Jack, go ahead and give me an investigation check. No, a survival check. Sorry. Yep, you're rolling the right one.
11.
And 11. So, Tampy, you get a little ways in, and then you are hitting a dead end. Jack, the same thing. But you notice, at the moment, the Eric Cocker's eyes were averted. You could attempt to backtrack quietly out the dead end and make another sort of attempt without paying more money. Stealth checks if you want to do so. Or if you want to be the honest, if you want to be old honest Abe,
I'm not
you
being
can just
honest.
take the fail.
20 on the stealth. Oh, yeah, that was not. Yeah.
You managed to successfully backtrack so that you can keep going. Tampy, are you attempting to backtrack or are you taking the honest route?
I guess I'll backtrack.
Stealth check?
Yo, let's go and
So you start to attempt to when you feel a pressure on your horns as the Eric Cocker grabs them, lifts you out, dumps you on the outside of the maze, and then flies back to their seat. You're caught and shoved out, but Jack, you get to make another survival check to try and make their way through.
15.
A 15. Alright, you managed to make your way through. You cheated a little to get there.
Like a rogue character.
But you managed to get through. And as you get through, the runner of the Aarakocra sort of swoops down next to you, and he's just like, "Good job, here." And they hand you a Medal of the Maze, a second medal upon your neck. Medal of the Maze, added to equipment. So Dermot approaches the rest of you, and he's just like, well done. I'm sorry. I don't think I learned your name. What was it again?
Was he talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah. Jack Hall.
Ah, okay. Awesome. I mean, well done, and thanks for convincing me. It was a really nice experience.
Yeah, like the.
And
You don't push yourself in life, you might regret it. There's nothing worse than regret.
And the ogre sort of walks up behind Dermot and it's like, "That's what I was telling him. You gotta take the chance." And she sort of leans into you and whispers towards you, "Even if you have to cheat a little." Not that I'm judging.
Is he talking to me or did?
Yes, they were talking to you.
I just whisper like, "Hey, opportunity is an opportunity."
Yeah. The ogre holds out there. "I'm Maggie."
Nice to meet you. I am Jack.
Dermot walks over to Tampy and is just kind of like, "No big deal. I had Maggie helping me, so I got a little bit of an advantage there that maybe you could have used, but good try." And they sort of pat you on the back lightly. "Are your horns okay, by the way? I don't know how painful it might be to be carried by those."
Just kind of like, I guess just say it hurt a little bit in sign language.
Here. And Dermot will grip a symbol around their neck. It sort of looks like a dodecahedron sort of shape. Those familiar with Zorhasian culture would immediately recognize it as a holy symbol of Luxon. It seems that Dermot is a priest of some sort, and they will cast Cure Wounds to just kind of heal you up, even if you didn't need it. There. Oh, by the way, he'll turn to Jack. It's nothing urgent, but if you find my friend Io, would you tell her I'm Dermot's wondering what the plan is after the closing ceremony. And she dark hair, blue skin, looks orcish, always looks like she just got out of the bath. Said she was going to compete in a contest by the river, I think.
Yeah, we've met.
Oh, you already met? Did she say where she was headed?
I honestly can't remember where she said she was heading, but if I see her, I'll point her in your direction.
Uh, awesome. And Maggie approaches. Well, if she went into the water, I think that she would have won.
She definitely won.
Yeah. I mean, what else would you expect from a water genasi in the swimming competition? I bet she's relaxing watching the horizon backs. Always liked to watch animals be mucked with. Yeah, there's a competition with the horizon backs too. Maybe she'd enter. Oh, and she sort of stands up and eyes the lot of you and sort of falls on Crack. You. Maggie points at Crack. Crack, Maggie pointed at you. Raven.
Yes.
Maggie pointed at you. What?
He's not. He's not. He's not paying attention. He's looking around.
Oh, okay.
David laughed.
It just,
He's not-
sounded
he's-
like
he's-
your character's brain short circuited. The ogre points at you and you go, Maggie's just like, I heard there was an arm wrestling competition. And Maggie sort of crouches down to be at your level as she's
Okay.
enormous
Okay.
ogre.
Okay.
What say that we head over there? I get the feeling you might be an interesting opponent.
He shows like his muscle, like pull out his gun. Oh yeah, I could use all my strength.
Well, you gotta do what you're good at. And Maggie stands to her full height and stretches out a little. Dermot, I'm gonna go to the arm wrestling competition. You go find Io. She's probably over at the Horizon Back herding competition. Maybe you could lead some of our friends over there. It's at the clearing. And Darren's like, oh yeah, I know the area that you're talking about. Would any of you care to come with me?
I'll come along. What's the harm?
Awesome. Any others?
And I would like to.
Awesome.
Agreed as well.
Fantastic.
And,
All right.
which one are we going to?
The Horizon Back they're juveniles, but there's sort of a competition to guide them from one place
just
to
some
another.
animals. That doesn't sound too difficult.
Well, they're juvenile Horizon Back, so each one is the size of the house I grew up in. So it can get dangerous. Anyways, come along. And Dermot will sort of be ahead of you, sort of walking at a brisk pace. Their plate armor sort of as they're walking along. Meanwhile, Maggie and Crack will walk off to the arm wrestling competition. Maggie with big as she walks along. Let's go to that arm wrestling competition first.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah, I want to go in.
Wait, you want to go to the arm wrestling
Wait,
competition?
are you gonna join or you gonna what?
Go in.
All
I
right,
am
so
the sportsman type. I am
Bo-
the type to go.
Bohemond and Crack are joining Maggie to the arm wrestling competition, while Jack and Tampy are headed with Dermot, correct?
I just before we do split, I do give Tampy I have a advice. I'm not gonna be there for a bit. Please, whatever you do, do not cause somebody to get ran over by a turtle.
I nod, then wink.
I'm gonna ruin insight. This is gonna determine if I'm going to trust her or not.
Tampy, roll persuasion
I
or
have a
deception.
+4 to insight.
Tampy, that's persuasion or deception.
Oh my god.
13, I got a 13.
She's gonna fucking get somebody run over with a turtle.
No.
At the very least, Tampy isn't going to try to avoid it. It's something that she's willing to have happen.
I look towards them going to the arm wrestling contest, and I look towards Stampy.
Maggie sees this happening. Is just like, Dermot's dependable.
Yeah. Do well.
Dermot, the tiefling's a bit of a fuckhead. Make sure she doesn't fuck shit up. And Dermot just turns back like, Maggie, you can't say that. We just met them. I'm sorry. Maggie's just a bit rude sometimes. She doesn't have
that
patience.
Just makes me want to beat her more in the arm wrestling.
The Crack
So
would just
mumble to myself. I mumbled that to myself under the breath.
Alright.
Crack would just like, Beaumont. Oh shit, I'm coughing. I can't do the voice.
What is happening? Why are you coughing so much?
I was gonna do the voice. Like, ow.
You're correct. You destroyed your throat.
Yeah, okay, he would say to Beaumont, I think it would be the best for you to watch over camping. I know you wanted to see the festival and the arm wrestling, but it would say you're but the only one that can handle camping.
Dermot's dependable, but if you're too scared, as Maggie sort of flexes the fingers of her extremely large hand, you're free to go with them.
And who does she say this to?
You.
To you.
Oh, I'm not afraid of you. I think you should be a bit more afraid of me. Enough said. I want to. May I roll an intimidation as I just look her dead in her eyes?
Sure, roll an
These
intimidation.
hazel brown eyes.
That's my buddy slaps.
As you're staring into her eyes, you see that they're a really bright blue.
+6 to intimidation. Let's go.
All right.
Heck? I'm not smart. I'm not charismatic.
16.
You can see that there's a little bit of, oh, this person has a bit of game to him. This might actually be tough. And you all go off to the arm wrestling competition, which is happening over here. You approach a brick building with a sign that reads Beef Slab Butchers. A simple table and 2 chairs have been set up outside. Both chairs are currently occupied by people wearing the armor of the Aurora Watch, their elbows braced against the table and their hands locked in an arm wrestling duel, the Aurora Watch being the militia of the Kryn dynasty, the primary political power in Xhorhas. 24 festival goers watch them silently until slam! The occupant of the left chair pushes her opponent's arm to the table, and the crowd erupts in whoops and cheers and exclamations of frustration as you see the owner of the butcher shop doling out winnings from bets that were made on the competition and keeping their cut. You see the defending champion, the victor of the most recent contest, is a very tall, strong orc. And her opponent was a drow Aurora Watch member, and there is another off to the side. As you approach, one of the drow walk forwards. If you want to take on Meryl, you have to beat us first.
We'll look each row up and down. How strong do you say they are?
They're fairly tough. They're soldiers. They've been in the army for a while. They're wearing heavy armor right now. They're not fragile.
Noted. I'd love to, but
Oh,
I'm
and
curious if
also,
can
they
lift
look
it
at the
to
ogre and
10%.
say, actually, you can just go. Actually, call it a seeded tournament. She can go straight to Marl. Anyways, you two. Let's do this. As they get situated
Well,
into an arm
Wait,
wrestling
wait.
position.
Who's this? Is this a drow? You say?
Yep, a drow woman.
Oh, drow. So many drows.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
there's
who's
a
going
lot of
first?
drow in the Kryn dynasty. They're the primary race of the Kryn dynasty.
And she's telling us who to go first.
Yep, either one of you. It's just contested athletics check.
Oh,
Let's
Crack
go
would look at
for Crack first. Crack,
Okay.
roll in athletics. Your opponent does the same.
Come on, baby, good roll. 11. That's
Oof, you're locked in combat and it's sort of back and forth. Neither of you quite gains an advantage. Make another
Ooh.
check.
Come on, baby. Just a normal 20.
But after a few seconds of interlock, you finally are just like, time to end this. Boom! You twist it right over and win without much difficulty. And the drow's just like, all right, you can go against Meryl. The other drow gets ready for the arm wrestle against Bohemond. Make an athletics check.
Of course. Got a 13.
A
Ooh.
13.
Yeah.
In the background, you just hear his Crack with just like flex his muscle. Yeah, Crack.
You get set up, you get situated, they nat one. You crush them immediately.
Ooh.
As
Yo,
you just twist it
slipping.
straight over. It's not even a challenge.
Nice.
They're like, you're up to
slipping, they
Marl
slipping.
too.
Oh, is it me?
Yep, so Marl gets situated and goes, all right, you're up first there, orc boy. Marl is also an orc. Let's go then.
Oh no! Oh no! He'll nod then. Athletics check. Come on. A 15.
A 15. It's a really tough challenge. You're sort of going back and forth, but eventually you slowly bring her arm to the table and claim victory.
Oh wait! Oh shit! Wait, Conrad, am I still poisoned? I fucking forgot.
No, you're not still poisoned. I'll say that
Okay.
an hour has passed.
Dies from Ebola.
What?
Dies from overeating. But Marl gets resituated and says, shit. Well, you're next up. Come on, let's see if you have what it takes.
With that, I go up, and I want to ask you something out of curiosity, DM.
Yes.
May I say something to her before we begin?
Sure. What do you say?
Insult her.
I like to look at her as I get into position. I look her dead in the eyes.
Oh my god.
As our hands start to interlock, and I'd like to say this. I was gonna go easy on you until you talked about my sister like that.
This isn't Maggie. This is Marl. This is
Yeah, no.
a different
my fault. I thought
character.
sorry, Maggie, Marl, they both have tusks. Never mind, I'm not gonna deal with it. My apologies.
Marl is
They
an
both
orc.
have M's and they both have tusks.
One's an ogre, one's an orc.
One's an
Big,
ogre, one's an
big
orc.
difference. Big
My
difference.
brain. You guys can see that my brain is a half-eaten Big Mac.
So, you get situated, roll at athletics.
Sure thing. 22.
With the power
Holy
of
shit.
incredible luck, your opponent once again nat ones, and you beat them
Oh
without
my
difficulty. And
God.
she's just
What? Dude,
rubs
what the
her
hell?
shoulder, and it's like, shit, I think I'm throwing it out. I need a break. You know what? Fuck it. The ogre would beat me right now. Fight them. And she walks off to the side, and Maggie sits down in the chair with a heavy creak
no.
and puts her arm up. Which one of you is first?
Crackwood looked at that Bohemond. You want me to go first, Bohemond?
Me. Oh, I gotta go first.
Okay, I'll cheer you on.
Come on, then. Do you want to
As we
say the thing
interlock.
now? Yeah.
Yes, and as we interlocked hands, I didn't take too kindly to what you said
How
about my
big is
sister.
your hands?
I ain't gonna go easy anymore. And with that, DM, I have a curious question for you.
Sure.
You know how is a paladin, right?
Yes.
We have... I'm like wondering if it would be cheating, but I do have a curious question.
What's the question?
I want to lock eyes with them, right? And I
Yes.
was... Oh wait, shit. I hear something going on. Hold up real quick, I'm sorry for busting the mood.
It's the raccoons.
It's the John moment. All right. Let's do Maggie v Crack while we're waiting. So Crack, we're gonna
Okay.
wind forward to the tape as you get situated. All right, orc guy. Let's see if you have what it takes.
I'll prove my strength.
Roll in athletics.
Let's fucking go. 17.
A 17. You start to go, but you find this is an ogre. She is fucking tough. And you... Oh, wait.
Ah, fuck.
Michael! Okay, so
Almost
Tampy...
fucking died.
The sound of Tampy running someone over with the horizon back toward us. A 17 isn't enough. You needed a 19 and they rolled a 23.
Oh my god.
So you
almost.
see as they get you right to the edge of the table, but they stop. They don't quite beat you, and they say, "Come on. Where's that orcish male pride?" Make another roll as they're giving you a chance to win.
Do not underestimate me. Fuck.
Do not underestimate me. And her arm isn't moving. You're just going and going, straining. Everybody can see the veins on your neck. By the way, you could rage and gain advantage.
Oh, it's too late now, though.
It is.
Can I-
It's
can I-
too late now. It's too late. But for future, as you're just going and going, gritting your teeth, and Maggie's just staring you down, completely calm. So much for Orcish Vale pride. Puts you the rest of the way and claims victory, and everybody around is like, ha! Well, I guess it was what would be expected. And Maggie just kind of claps a hand on your shoulder. Don't feel bad about it. I was born quite strong. You've clearly worked for it. You have reason to be pride.
Back.
We did Crack v Maggie real quick. Crack got fucking destroyed.
Oh, but I better prove to myself that I have something to do.
Yeah, Crack would just like, yeah.
And you know-
I guess I need to go a long way.
Yeah. And you know Channel Divinity?
Yes, which
My
one?
subclass, there's something called Dreadful Aspect. As an action, each creature of your choice you can see within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. DC 14. I was thinking, I want them to be a little bit afraid of me, a little bit terrified during this.
Sure. What saving throw will Maggie have to make?
Wisdom. As I look into her eyes, as she can see just this flame, like spark within.
All right. Oh, nat 19 plus 2. She got a 21.
Oh god.
So you
Rip.
see a number, like you just kind of emit this aura, and you can see that a fair number of onlookers who are placing bets begin to shift their bets away from Maggie towards you because they're like, "Yo, this guy's fucked up. He's got some shit going on." But Maggie's unfazed, and she just like, "My parents were both ogres. You're gonna need to try harder to intimidate me. But hey, you're just making me real excited.
Yeah.
As you feel the grip tighten. And roll.
16, dang it.
No.
A 16.
Your bones crack.
Well, they only made a 13, so you so she's trying to do the same thing she did with Crack, where she brings you to half an inch above the table and holds you there, but she can't do it, and she actually stops at that midway position and is like straining actually as you're really going. You're pissed. You're on this shit. And Maggie's just looks like you actually have some strength in you. Roll another athletics.
Yes.
Go, John, go.
Somebody cheer me on. Everyone. Oh no! Not one!
But I'm an ogre! Whew! She nat 20, by the way. You unironically do a full ass somersault, 360 degrees, head over heels.
Wait, can I catch him?
Yeah, you can. As Bohemond just goes, and you get caught by Crack and sort of tumble to the ground.
Doing so good.
The table is smashed. It was like you got.
Do I take any damage?
No, yeah,
No,
you take a point of bludgeoning from when your arm got just ruthlessly blammed into the table. And
Crack was like, I got you, bro. But you did your best.
the onlookers are all like, "Holy shit!"
Oh, get her.
Maggie stands up to her full height, raises her hands. And you see that she's handed a medal by the runner of the butcher shop, and she holds it out to you, Bohemond. Being an ogre, it's kind of cheating. Would have preferred to beat you in a competition where you stood a chance. But you did better than I expected. And Maggie holds out the medal to you.
Thank you. No, he's just thinking to himself, was I just being an ass?
You, on the other hand, she turns to Crack. I'm honestly a little disappointed. And she stands up. Anyways, I've worked up an appetite. I'm gonna go to the pie eating competition. And she wanders away, and the two of you are just sitting there, and you're after getting absolutely fucked on. Come on, load D&D Beyond. I'm trying to add an item to Bohemond's character sheet.
Crack would just kind of brush his head, or like rubs his head, like after like she said that. Disappointment.
Oh, I got an error code. Oh, D&D Beyond broke. Okay, that's so cool. Hold on.
Part of D&D.
A bunch of people unsubscribed a few weeks ago, and now D&D
Ooh.
Beyond, there's no money for the servers, I guess. Oh, it worked this time. All right. Adding to your
they got back up.
inventory, a medal of muscle.
Hell yeah. And I'd like to respond to Maggie. You're far more respectable than I originally thought. Maybe sometime you and I could meet in a nice little spar. Said that'd be fun.
I prefer chess.
Oh
She
yes.
wanders
Oh
away.
yeah. And I say, oh hell yeah, chess, but offer a fist bump, but she walks away before. So it's just awkwardly there for a second.
Yeah, you're like on the ground in the dirt, and she's like, hell yeah! And you sort of hold it up, but Maggie's already walking away. After she dropped the one-liner, I prefer chess, and bike drop and leave. And you're just holding up your hands.
And it falls onto the ground.
And Crack would get up, like pulls you up, and like also like gives you a fist bump back.
Thanks. I was worried if we left hanging.
So we leave now
We did our
to
best.
the other group. Jack, Tampy, and Dermot, as you approach the Herding the Horizon Backs challenge. Festival goers are clustered around a paddock full of young horizon-back tortoises that are shuffling around inside the enclosure. The 15-foot tall tortoises are being
Oh my
tended
God.
by young herders who are fitting them with makeshift bridles. These individuals are overseen by a tall, really attractive orc who makes sure the bridles are attached correctly. The orc waves at your group as you approach and says, "Have you come to join the Horizonback migration? There's a tortoise for each of you, and a medal to be won if you make it to the end in one piece. Last year we had to rebuild 3 houses after the festival. So want to take a try?" And you also see that Dermot has seen Iojabe relaxing in a seat with a drink at her side and just seems to be watching the tortoises. You know, seems like she likes animals. And for those of you who've been in Zorhas for a while, you know full-grown horizonbacks homes are built on them so that they have a mobile house. So horizonbacks get huge. This is a fully grown horizonback on the map, as is
shit.
this. Those are horizonbacks.
How much turtle soup could you make from one?
A lot.
Noted, if desperate.
Dermot sort of turns to you and says, "There's Io!" And he runs over and Io's like, "Hey, there you are, you little shit!" They sort of run up to each other and give a little fist bump as they meet each other. Io crouches down to speak with Dermot. Like, "And speak of the devil, well, I wasn't mentioning you. But still, isn't it interesting that you'd wind up back here, right, Jack? And I don't think I learned your name." She turns to Tampy.
Her name is Tampy.
Does she not
Smiles.
speak?
No, she communicates with sign language.
Well, I can understand sign language well enough, thank you. And Dermot sort of looks a little bit off and it's like, "Well, I was just wondering about the ending ceremony." I was like, "Yeah, we'll all get together and we'll, hope that we get picked." I mean, I did extremely well, so I can't imagine why they'd pick anyone else. "Yeah, are you here to watch the turtle races?" And Dermot's like, "Well, I think I'm just gonna head off to the temple of the Luxon and figure things. Have a good time." And he sort of quickly walks away as Io turns her attention back to Tampy. "So how's your name spelled?"
Tampy spells it out, just using her hands.
Fair enough. "So are you here to herd the Horizonbacks?"
I'm no good with animals. I'd make a complete fool of myself.
"It would be fun to watch. But I get the feeling that you're fast friends with the wild animal."
She looks around, and then she kind of nods as in sure, I'll give it a try.
There's the spirit. All right, go ahead and get signed up then. Is there a cost to entering this competition? No, there isn't.
Let's go.
So, you can get onto a tortoise, and you get seated on a tortoise, and you're told, "Follow Adan the orc." Oh lord, this competition uses animal handling, which is wisdom.
Let's go.
Oh no! So Adan just says, "This way, you'll follow me, we'll get out of the paddock." And she holds up her hand. "Let's go!" So, Tampy, make an animal handling check. Is there anything you'd like to do to maybe make this easier for you?
I could use calm emotions. Would that help?
You think so? I mean, the tortoise has emotions. You probably don't want it to get emotional, so should work.
So does it like give me an advantage?
Yep, it would. So you cast Calm Emotions. How long does Calm Emotions last? Did the bot stop? What the hell?
The bot just died. Lamau.
Oh my goodness. Bot died.
Sorry,
Bot
guys.
died.
I got hungry.
Who got hungry?
I did. I'm sorry. I needed a snack.
He ate the bot. What the fuck?
Well, okay, hold on. You ate the bot. Chomp.
And as we're waiting, I wanted to say something. So
Oh,
far, this is
what's
one of
happening?
the best first sessions I've had. It's a good job, man. Just wanted to let you know.
Thanks. Come on. Ah! Look at the bot commands channel. It's freaking out.
It's having a. I think I should not have taken such a big bite out of it.
Stop. Stop.
Oh.
Stop.
But it tasted.
What
I'm sorry.
happened?
It tasted like chocolate.
I don't know what to do. The bot broke. The bot broke. Oh no.
Wait, we have like another bot. Let me check.
No, we don't.
Maybe I could recommend one.
There's Vexera. I don't know if that would help. Okay, we're gonna have to just go without music for a while. I guess, because the bot is
Silence.
outright broken because it's constantly... No song is playing? No shit. Huh, stop. Okay, where's the reset? / disconnect. Stop. No, stop. It's sending like 5 messages a second. Hold on. Join. It's in here. That didn't fix it. Stop. My goodness. All right, Tampy, make an animal handling check. You have advantage.
Should I use it or should I just not use it just for the fucks of it?
What?
All right. I guess I'll use the spell. All right, let's go. Got a 10. Let's go.
Let's go. So, the pack goes forwards. Adan clearly shows forwards. You go left. Make another animal handling check.
Advantage. I still have advantage, right?
Yep.
Oh, wait, whoops. Oh, gotta throw in the other one. Yo, let's go.
What? Oh, -3. Oh my god.
So, you turned left, and then you're like, I need to make this fucking thing stop. What's the stop noise? Right. Yeah! And then the thing just bolts forwards.
How fast? Wait, how fast is the turtle going?
How fast is a horizon back turtle? Let me double check, because I think
It is
it does.
15 feet tall, and they said they had to repair 3 houses. Michael, you're actually gonna commit, like, I don't know, war crimes or 1 or 2?
They're not that fast, but they're dashing and they're moving at 20 feet per round. And a few people have noticed, and they're like, what in the hell is... Make another animal handling check. Still with
What
advantage.
is going on?
Wait, do we hear the
No,
like
you wouldn't.
the
You wouldn't
the
hear.
ground shaking? Swear to God, Michael.
I mean,
Oh, I get a 16.
oh
Let's
my
go.
God.
you managed
thank
to
God.
finally remember. Fuck! Yes, go! Whoa! You pull back and it stops. All right, make another animal handling check to get it back on track.
13, I guess.
13. You managed to direct it the right way. It's on the right path, moving the right direction. So, roll another animal handling, still with advantage.
Oops. Yo, A 9. Let's go.
All right, time to go. Turn right. It goes all the way around, and you've returned to the starting position. Make another check. This is brutal.
Yo, we got a 13.
All right, you managed to send it in the right direction. Things are going okay. Make another check.
A 7. Let's go.
And you twist right, and you're about to run into a tree. Make another one. You managed to avoid the tree. It's like herky jerk. Everybody else is long gone, and you're just you're just like twisting back and forth and zigzagging. And the tortoise looks like it would be so angry if you didn't cast Calm Emotions. It would have fucked you up. Make another check.
11.
11.
This is why we're never gonna let you drive.
And you just dinged a food stall and damaged it, and the owner's like, "What the fuck? Go straight!" And a bunch of people are like, "That way! That way!" And at this point, everybody's realized, oh, this tiefling is a fucking concern to public safety. We need to help. That way! That way! Roll again.
I just kind of smile awkwardly as I try to gain control. Yo, got a 17. Let's go.
All right, they are now moving in the right direction. You're about here, and Calm Emotions is ending. Can you cast it again?
I could, and should I?
It would be a good
It'd be
idea.
funny if you didn't, though. I say it might fit your character. It might fit your character.
Alright,
So-
we're doing it without it. Let's go.
Tampy, you're feeling your confidence get up there.
16.
And now you're heading the right directions. People are like, that way. Yes, you're almost there. Keep going. Just don't veer to the right or left. You'll destroy homes. That way.
And that one runs over
All right,
everyone.
roll one more time.
Yo! Yo! We got a 3!
You knock over this like entire food stall. You are seconds away from knocking over house service. No, 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 no. And there's like some goblins who are like, no, 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 that's my house. Roll another check.
Another one, let's go.
Low, low, low.
A 5.
As the tortoise is just crawling through, and at this point the tortoise is like, this fucker, and it tries to knock you off. Make a dex save.
Oh, I got 11.
You weren't expecting it as the rays just yoink and you whoop, boom, slammed onto the ground. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you're slammed onto the ground. And everybody's like, get back on! Get back on the tortoise!
I guess I kind of just hesitantly get back on.
Alright, you need to roll an acrobatics check to get back on the tortoise.
Can I... Okay, alright. Let's go. I got a 4.
You try to get back on, and the tortoise just turns at you. Chomp! It tries to bite you.
Oh my god, that thing chomp might be done for. So do I avoid that?
You're fucked. It got a critical hit.
Am I dead?
No, you're not dead. There's no way you're dead. No, you're not dead, but it just grabs you and everybody sees this pink tiefling sail through the air. Da 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 da. You smash apart this pie stand as you land on it unconscious, and somebody quickly goes over and like stabilize you. They're like, somebody get control of the fucking tortoise as it destroys another 2 homes. You're stabilized and you're placed on the grass. The tortoise has gotten under control, but I think it goes without saying, you do not win a medal for that performance. Eventually,
I got a few manslaughter charges.
nobody was killed.
Thankfully.
And luckily, this was insured. Oh. um, you taste something quite tart and quite good, and you see that Io had given you a good berry, which gives you 1 HP. And she's like, I'll get Dermot for you, okay? That was fucking hilarious.
You should give her an inspiration for that.
Yeah, I'll give you an inspiration. On any roll in the future, you could get advantage because, damn.
That
I'll
was
need it.
humorous. That was quite humorous indeed.
So you have inspiration because, jeez.
That was fun. That was fun.
I was just laughing and laughing and has to wipe tears
I
out of
was
her eyes.
as well.
Like, have you ever, like, interacted with any animal? Have you owned a pet once in your life?
Just a Tampy accidentally flushing down the family goldfish.
Fucking hiya! I was just laughing up a storm. And the way that you sailed through the air. All the pies you ruined. Ah, that was some great fun.
I just kind of just stand there, kind of just sad, just looking down on the ground.
Hey. And Io stands up and puts her arm around your shoulders. You don't gotta be sad there, Tampy. I mean, think about it. No one here will forget your name for generations. Io just kind of, just like, want to get a drink, by the way?
She looks at him and kind of like does like a hand like a hand sign, like what is a drink?
Oh, trust me, I know all about it. And she puts her an arm around your shoulder and sort of starts leading you away to a bar. Jack, you're there for this. What do you do? Anything?
I was just like, drinks? And just go away. Just go with them.
Yeah, you can come too, I guess. Anyways, just me. You gotta try it. And yeah, so you two get led off to a bar. At this time, Bohemond and Crack, you two, you're getting back from the arm wrestling competition. Also, on the way, Io sees Galsariad, and she's like, Oi, can you go get Dermot for me? He didn't bring him over. New friend got hurt. And Galsariad's like, were you the one who destroyed a bunch of buildings and then got launched through the air, resulting in the destruction of many pies?
She awkwardly shrugs.
She absolutely was, Galsariad. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen. And Galsariad's like, well, from what I heard, it was quite the event. You're not too terribly injured, are you?
On 1 HP.
You gesture to like this giant area in your midsection that's like soaked in blood and these like series of bruises on your body, and Gelsariad's like, right, you could use a drink. I'll get Dermot immediately. You're going to that tavern over there? And I was like, yeah. Sariad. Right. And he walks away. Bohemond and Crag, you'll run into Galsariad as he's bringing Dermot along with him. And Galsariad sees you walking along and he says, right, your sister, she's the tiefling, right?
Yes.
The bright pink.
Yes.
Well, she got...
What'd she do?
At this point, you're around there, and he just sort of points down that alley at 3 completely ruined houses. And
my
a
God.
giant, like, grape pie filling splatter across.
Oh my God! No!
She's alive! She's alive! And Dermot's
I
like,
did a Joseph. Oh my God!
Dermot's like,
No!
we're going to heal her. Come on.
Are we gonna get kicked out of another town?
And Galsariad's quickly like, don't worry, these affairs are always insured, and quite frankly, people
thank God.
find it more
Thank God.
entertaining than upsetting.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Along we go then. and you all meet up in a tavern called, let's just call it the Shamrock Tap. The Shamrock Tap, where Io has handed Tampy a big old mug of ale and says, "Now you may want to pace yourself, but it's good." And she also hands one to Jack and one for you too. Uh-oh then. And she holds up her cup for a cheers. It'll null the pain at the very least.
He's like, is-
She looks at the drink and then just kind of hesitantly sips it.
I mean, I don't know if Tampy would like it, since it seems Tampy likes sweets probably not that much.
yeah, like Jack like just like drinks it like water. He's very much an alcoholic.
And Io's quickly like, think of it as medicine. Medicine for the pain. Clearly you're in pain. Just drink it.
She sadly just takes another sip, and then just kind of like just cringes.
Alright, well, damn it, we'll be along shortly. You ought to learn how to like this stuff. It's great for social events. How old's Tampy, by the way?
18.
Okay. So, at this point, Bohemond, Crack, Dermot, and Galsariad all arrive in the tavern.
And when I'm sorry, I shouldn't immediately barge in.
Now, Bohemond, you're in the tavern now.
Okay, cool. If nobody minds, I'd like to go first. What I'd like to do. I immediately am looking around for Tampy.
You see her at the bar next to the blue-skinned orc,
Oh my god.
Io, and next to Jack.
I'm just walking over, just thinking she shouldn't be drinking, she shouldn't be doing this. I knew I shouldn't have went out to have fun. Something like this always happens. As I start walking over and over, and I'm not making it so that I can be heard. And I'm curious, won't Tampy hear his loud armor and just footsteps coming towards her?
Considering Tampy's passive perception is 7, I'm gonna say no.
You cut out.
Since Tampy's passive perception is 7, I'll say no.
And after a bit, I'm just gonna stand behind her for just a moment, and then tap her on the shoulder. So put my hand onto her shoulder. Tampy.
I flinch for a little bit, just having like oh shit, turtle. Then calms down a bit and realizes that it's
Bohemond.
yeah, Beaumont.
Galsariad
Did you
approaches and
really?
says to Io,
Buzz,
that's her older brother. Go on.
did you really smash several people's houses with a turtle?
Tappy smugs a little bit and then just kind of like nods.
Also, reminder, there's like their left side from hip to armpit is just like soaked in blood. It's dried mostly at this point. but-
Hampies? I see this on Tampy, right?
yes.
Oh my god. Well, then when I see that, I look towards her, and then I say, God damn it, you also had to get hurt as well. With
Dermot.
that, I am.
Oh, go ahead.
With that, I'm gonna put my hand near where it seems to be most injured, and I'm gonna use all my lay on hands.
All right.
All
in,
10 of the points I had left.
in addition, Dermot will approach and he will quickly tap Tampy in that same area and says, "This ought to help." And he will heal you for 5 more HP. So you should be at 16 HP now, Tampy.
Like in total?
Yeah.
Okay.
And at
Right,
this
no
time,
cash shit.
you hear a bell ringing out in the courtyard, and Io says, "It's the final contest. They're announcing who's going to be the group to do the grand finale, to say who's the greatest of the greatest heroes here these days." And Gelsariad's like, "Good opportunity to reunite with Irvin and Maggie." Dermot's, "Yeah, we should get going. The rest of you should come too. I mean, you did great things. I think you're a shoo-in."
Of course.
Io sort of leans into Bohemond. "What your sister did? It was really entertaining. Don't be too hard on her. It's just a little fun."
I've seen what a little fun can do.
Come on, I wouldn't let somebody like that die on my watch. It'd be waste. And Io gives a wink to Tampy before heading out the door, accompanied by Gelsariad and Dermot. Dermot, who sort of turns back. He's like, "Sorry." He quickly hurries up. Would the rest of the party like to follow along? Head to where the final
Yes.
contest is being announced.
Yes, and I'm gonna be very close to Tampy.
All right, let's see if I have. Da-da-da-da. Oh, here we go. Changing the music. So, the sun has begun to set, and the sound of rhythmic drumming is echoing throughout the jumble here in Jigao, summoning everybody to the paddock, where the Horizonback turtle herding competition had begun. All the Horizonbacks have been cleared an and you see Elder Ushru. Was he the one who ran that? No. Elder Ushru, an orcish leader of Jigao's people. Stands in the middle of the road atop a platform of wooden crates. When all the festival officials and a large throng of revelers are assembled, the drums die down and the elder speaks. "Mighty warriors, brilliant strategists, you have impressed us with your feats of strength, your incisive wit, and your sturdy bellies. But the main event, as you know, is yet to come. Only 2 teams will be chosen to compete in the final challenge. A race through the Emerald Grotto, in the depths of which the greatest prize awaits. I and Elder Kalbu Kaz will choose 2 teams from among the festival's most successful contestants and invite them to engage in a race through the submerged grotto to retrieve a jeweled icon that symbolizes the competitive spirit of Jigao. The Emerald Eye, the winners of the race, will receive 100 gold pieces and the title of Champions of Merit for the coming year." As the people of Jigao start to clap and they get excited, you can see that the 5 people, Io, Maggie, Irvin, Gelsariad, and Dermot, are all standing together, not too far away from your group, smiling to themselves. Your group, with one member being purple babied away, but they'll hopefully be back next week.
It's always a goddamn purple baby.
It's the purple baby. It's the
He
purple
comes
baby.
out of nowhere and says, "You're mine."
Also, that blue orb thing is my favorite icon of all times.
It's great. I use it so often.
Also, I realized something. I can make light whenever I want.
True. So, Elder Kalbu Kaz, the goblin who was in charge of the riddle competition, joins Elder Ashru on the platform. Elder Kalbu being a goblin, Elder Ashru being an orc, as orcs and goblins make up the majority of the Jagawan people, aside the Drow from the Kryn dynasty, to which Jagao now belongs, and has for some time. The two consult briefly, pointing at different people within the crowd and whispering to each other, and eventually they descend from their platform and walk through the crowd. Elder Ashru arriving in front of Io, Galceriad, Dermot, Irvin, and Maggie, whilst Elder Kalbu arrives in front of Bohemond, Jack, Crack, and Tampy. And they hold up their hands. These two have demonstrated incredible feats of strength, gesturing to Maggie, and sportsmanship, incredible skill at home tasks, as they gesture over to Jack and Bohemond. An astute memory and critical mind, gesturing to Tampy, Bohemond, and Galceriad. Heroism and aquatic capabilities, gesturing to Io, Jack, and Crack. And many other qualities, even some that some would say aren't very desirable, throwing a sideways glance at Tampy.
She kinda just like awkwardly smiles and waves.
Nonetheless, we now travel to the Black Islands, where the grand finale will begin, in the Emerald Grotto. And the entire, both you and the other party are led by the elders to the southeastern edge of Jigao. Viber has stopped. Why has
What?
Viber has stopped?
I'm sorry, I got hungry once again.
He took another bite. God damn it!
It's so delicious.
Oh, okay, Viber is broken. Oh well. You're
Viper.
led to the southeastern edge of Jigao with what seems like the entire population in a procession behind you and the two elders, and the atmosphere is anticipation and excitement. There it goes. You wade through the shallows from one island to another. When you reach the smallest island, Elder Kalbu, the goblin, takes out 9, 10, because purple baby, potions of water breathing and put them in front of the contestants, one for each. Their magic lasts for 1 hour. Take care not to drown their potions of water breathing. You'll need them for the Emerald Grotto. Elder Ashru halts the crowd, raises his arms, and addresses all assembled. He stands before the mouth of a cave and addresses you and your opponents. You brave and valiant individuals have triumphed in many challenges this day. Now, the final test of merit awaits you. He pulls a palm-sized gold and emerald amulet from his robes, holds it aloft, and declares, "This metal's twin has been placed in the deepest cavern of the Emerald Grotto. Be the first to claim the Emerald Eye and return it to this place to be declared Jagao's Champions of Merit. Line up and begin now!" And that's where the session will end.
Holy shit!
That was a fun damn session, DM.
I agree. That shit was fun. I liked it.
I did as well. I say everyone did well here today.
I'm glad you're hearing that. I've really wanted to run this adventure. I felt like it could be really good.
It's the roleplay I've been waiting for.
Alright, I'm going to stop the recording then.